Call the roll.
Calling the roll for the Monday, January 13, 2025 Board of Control meeting. It is 11:01 a.m. We have Trevor Meckler serving as an alternate for Meredith Turner.
Here.
Councilmember Michael Hauser.
Here.
Member Robert Slepper.
Here.
Mike Dever.
Here.
Catherine Gallagher serving as an alternate for Chris Renee County Executive.
Here.
Michael Chambers Fiscal Officer serving as chairman.
Here.
Paul Porter.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda is the review and the approval of the minutes from January 6th. I will make a motion to approve them. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Paul Porter. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Any public comment?
No public comment.
Let's go to our first item.
First item, new item for review, BC 2025-19, Fiscal Office on behalf of the County Executive's Office submitting a grant agreement with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry via contract number 5025 in the amount not to exceed $300,000 to provide funding for the operation of Workforce Development's Building Maintenance and Repair Training Program, effective upon signatures of all parties for a period of 3 years.
Good morning, Dominique Tatum, Fiscal Department. This is a 3-year agreement with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministries to provide funding for the Workforce Training Program. And this program is designed to address the shortage in maintenance and construction trades.
Thank you, Dominique. Are there any questions from the board on this item? Okay, seeing no questions, I will make the motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilman Schlepper. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next
you.
item?
Next item, BC 2025-20, Court of Common Pleas, Juvenile Court Division, submitting an amendment to a contract with Project Lift Behavioral Health Services for a Restorative Justice Diversion Program for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2025, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to expand the scope of services to include 12 community trainings workshops at a rate of $1,200 each, and to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $211,300.
Good morning, Jennifer Howard for Juvenile Court. This is an amendment to extend our contract for a year to align with our other contracts and for additional funds in the $11,300.
Okay, thank you. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make the motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Dever. All in favor to approve, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Item BC 2025-21, Court of Common Pleas, Juvenile Court Division, submitting amendments to agreements with various municipalities for community diversion program services for the period January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective January 1st, 2025, and for additional funds in the total amount not to exceed $60,000 as listed for items A through D on the printed agenda.
Again, Jennifer Howard for Juvenile Court. This is a contract for our diversion program. We're amending 4 agreements with 4 municipalities to extend them to 12/26 and to add funding to the
Okay, Jennifer, thank you. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Dever. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2025-22, Court of Common Pleas, Juvenile Court Division, submitting an amendment to a contract with Reaching Above Hopelessness and Brokenness Ministries, Incorporated, DBA Rehab Ministries, for trauma-informed mentoring services for youth assigned to the Safe Harbor docket for the period July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in an amount not to exceed $186,755.04.
Again, Jennifer Howard for Juvenile Court. This is an amendment to extend the current contract to June 30th, 2026, and to add funding for that time period.
Okay, thank you. Are there questions from the board on this item? Okay, seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Dever. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2025-23, Court of Common Pleas, Juvenile Court Division, submitting an RFP exemption, which will result in an award recommendation to Case Western Reserve University on behalf of the Begin Center for Violence Prevention, Mandel School of Applied Social Sciences, and the amount not to exceed $92,000 for multi-systemic therapy training and consultation services for the period July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2026, and submitting a contract with said RFP exemption.
Again, Jennifer Howard for Juvenile Court. This is an exemption because this vendor and this service is written into the reclaim grant. So we're asking to renew this contract with this vendor in the amount of $92,000 for this time.
There's 100 here, is it?
What's that?
I have 92,000.
92.
Oh. Because I jumped ahead, didn't I? Sorry. Yep, sorry, my bad. Okay, thank you. Are there any questions from the board? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. McAleer, I believe. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? The item is approved. Next item?
Next item, BC 2025-24, Court of Common Pleas, Juvenile Court Division, submitting an RFP exemption, which will result in award recommendation to Mental Health Services for Homeless Persons Incorporated, DBA Frontline Service, and the amount not to exceed $100,000 for the Youth Acceptance Project, Family Preservation, and Reunification Services for court-referred youth ages 11 through 20 at high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2026, and submitting a contract with said RFP exemption.
Again, Jennifer Howard for Juvenile Court. This is a contract with Mental Health Services for this project that is written into the reclaim grant, and we're asking to for approval for this contract for $100,000 for this time period.
Okay, thank you. Are there questions from the board on this particular item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Paul Porter. All in favor to approve, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item is BC 2025-25, Department of Public Safety and Justice Services submitting a memorandum of understanding with Alliance for Hope International to outline the collaborative roles and responsibilities on the creation and development of Camp Hope America Ohio program, and authorized payment of the affiliation fee listed in the memorandum of understanding in the amount not to exceed $3,500 for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Good morning, Mary Beth Vaughn from Public Safety. And Camp Hope is programming for children exposed to violence and abuse. And with this MOU and affiliation, it gives us access to the Camp Hope curriculum, as well as provides, we can get training and technical assistance as needed.
Thank you, Mary Beth. Are there any questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilman Schlepper. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2025-26, Department of Health and Human Services, COG Job and Family Services, submitting an RFP exemption, which will result in award recommendation to Mannix Media LLC and the amount not to exceed $68,500 for digital advertising services to raise awareness and foster enrollment in workforce development programs administered by COG Job and Family Services and the Benefit Bridge Pilot Program for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025, and submitting a contract with said RFP exemption.
Good morning, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services on behalf of Jobs and Family Services. Again, this is a contract with Mannix Media for digital advertising. This is a new service for CJFS, but we have similar services for Children and Family Services and Senior and Adult Services. The advertising is meant to increase enrollment in CJFS programs, specifically the Benefits Bridge program. There are a few different ways that they will do this. One is through paid search, so when you click or type in, it will appear top of the search parameters, YouTube video advertising, social media, Instagram and Facebook, and other various modes.
Okay, Marcos, thank you. Are there any questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Dever. All in favor to approve, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2025-27, Department of Health and Human Services, Division of Senior and Adult Services, and Department of Community Initiatives Division, Family and Children First Council, recommending an award on RQ 14607 and submitting a contract with Case Worthy Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $240,200 for implementation and deployment of a client and case management system, software licensing, maintenance, and support for the period January 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026.
Good morning again, Marcos Cortez with Health and Human Services. Both Senior and Adult Services and Family and Children First Council use a case management system for their programs and financials. We have been using a system since at least 2004, the same system since 2014, but we wanted to see if there was something better for our needs as things have evolved over the last 10 years. We issued an RFP. We did receive 9 proposals. Caseworthy scored the highest of these proposals. The current vendor did not apply, so this is a new contract with a new vendor.
Thank you, Marcos. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Hauser. All in favor, say aye. Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to,
Moving on to consent agenda, there's only one consent agenda item, BC 2025-28.
okay. That's just a time change. Okay. Council members, if there's any questions on that item, feel free. If not, I will make a motion to approve it. Is there a second? Seconded by Mr. Dever. All in favor to approve today's consent agenda item, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Other business?
No other business?
Public comment?
No public comment?
I will make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Porter. All in favor to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all.